Here we are checking sets. We were a little discouraged at first. A couple empty lynx pens and empty marten sets, and then told my trapping partner, father-in-law, to go ahead, hoping it would change the luck there, and there we go. First set we come to. Got a nice marten.
Not solid.
Fairly fresh.
Yes, like a little bit of froze, but like he's still pretty flexible. So.
Yeah. This trap here's been about 2 weeks we've put it up. Just in the mixed stuff there, just off a pipeline. It's actually a fairly narrow finger. Then it catches up with some bigger bush down this way here. But there you go. We'll see you at the next set. Well, here we are, a couple sets down. The last marten we caught was probably at the last peak of this pipeline that you can see. And there's a chicken up here, we're kind of gawking there. And then all of a sudden come to our next set, and a nice big fisher. It's tied nice and high, can't touch the ground. And nice with a box like that. People ask, like, do you put your triggers on the inside? Like your trigger on the inside or the outside? And it really depends on what's in the area. I tend to put them on the inside, so that way if a fisher comes, a bigger head, they get their head caught in there, and you get a perfect catch. But then if you have a marten, you'll catch them behind the head and across the chest, which is still a deadly catch for a marten. So there you go, a nice big fisher. See you guys in the next one. Just here's the different angle of the fisheries froze. Solid there, nice animal. So we're at our next set there, which is a lynx pen, and something was in here. Looks like it might have went through here and came out and bumped the snare pole. The hole, I don't know if you can see it, is right there in the center. Must have bumped it on the way out, but we'll fix it up. And then it ate or licked all the lure off the bait stick there, so we'll touch that up and see you at the next set. Well, just started a little different loop there, and we got ourselves a little kitty. It was the first set that I made here 2 weeks ago when we first set up. Seen some lynx tracks and got ourselves a nice little kit. We'll reset the pen and head off to the next set, and the next set is where I caught that lynx last time, so hopefully got somebody else there. Catch you at the next set. Said we'd catch you at the next set, but here we go. Didn't catch you, but we ended up catching another lynx there, so looks like another kit. It's a little bit bigger. It's probably mama. I picked up Papa here last time, so there you go. I don't mind doing a little extra work to rebuild some pens as long as there's a reason. And I guess we'll catch you at the next set. Well, passed a couple sets, but finally picked up another fur bearer here. In this set here, the trap was knocked out of the box but not set off, so we were thinking a weasel had just bounced on it and knocked it out. This is one of Blake's sets, so we'll just take a boo here. And looks like it didn't fare too good for him. Lots of fleas on the weasels this year. It's kind of weird. The mesh is gone, and the bait is gone. And there's the bait patty down there. So we'll reset it and hopefully we catch a martener and fisher in here next time. Catch you the next set. 2 sets after the weasel, we got ourselves a nice marten. Looks like a nice big male here. Nice double catch, second jaw right at the base of the neck, and that's why I have the triggers on the inside. Can't really see much for tracks. I think it's a little too much of a surface here. All right, we'll reset it and catch you at the next set. Well, checked a few empty sets, but always rewarding to find a nice marten like this in your set. And we're heading down there with some more sets. So we'll remake this. Nice area, some fallen trees, an old cut block back there. So things are starting to grow up, and these guys are kind of hunting the boundary of it, and felt like a good spot. Fawn put his trap up there, and he connected. We'll catch you at the next set. Well, you might recognize this spot here. There's that leaning pole we had rabbit snare on, and it got popped off. Thinking something like a fisher size did that. Might have come through and caught her. There's no real way a rabbit would do that. And then here's some of our other snares there. Hard to see in this light, but there's one there. And there was a couple of snares here, but they're not active anymore because we got a bunny in it. So Blake's a good rabbit snare. We have one rabbit so far, and a couple other snares there. They're empty, but doesn't mean we have to give up. We can still try and catch rabbits and have rabbit stew eventually this winter. But yeah, we're gonna mosey on and check a couple more sets and go have ourselves a little feed at the cabin. Catch you at the next set. Okay, I lied to you there. There's one more snare I didn't make it to, but you can see he's bouncing around here, and he was there. Can't see what ate him really, but I'm assuming it's the darn rabbit vultures we got on the line here. So we had 2 rabbits. One ate one, and we'll eat the other, so that's fair. At least they left us one. We'll have to see what we can do, catch a few more to have that big pot of stew here, but alright, I guess we'll see you at the cabin. Alright, under a little CSI investigation, looks like the culprit was probably a coyote. Came in here and took off with her wabbit. So that's the rest of the story. Didn't think a bird would be able to take off with the rabbit there and snap the snare like that. So it's more or less like a canine through here. Not sure where he went this way here, but all right. See you at the cabin. We checked a couple other empty sets and then came across this one here. Looks like a nice dark color juvenile. I would say that to just look at it, its paws are wet. Something's been chewing on the bait, so we got probably another marten hanging around here, or a weasel. It's kind of swaying a little bit. I don't know if it's the wind or not, but we will reset it and catch you at the next set. Well, after finishing our loops there, end up with 2 lynx, a fisher, and 4 marten and a weasel. not bad little loop checks. Hopefully next time a little fuller, but we'll see you next week.